Ladies, you're going to love this one. It's a play dedicated to you and celebrating your value. Interestingly enough, Beautiful Power, a love letter to black women, is written by a man. Here he is to talk more about it, Brian Heath. Welcome.
How you doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, tell me about this play.
So a couple years ago, I was sitting on the couch at home watching some reality TV. And something about the characters that were portrayed in these reality TVs didn't match the phenomenal black women that I knew in terms of the community, my family. And I started playing around with the idea of what can we start to reclaim a more positive narrative when it comes to really highlighting the dynamic nature of black women. So I began to write a stage experience. I'm a speaker. And it was pretty cool is that my agent at the time read the stage experience and loved it so much, he thought it could be turned into a book. And that's what we did.
Okay, so tell me about some of the performers. And this is not a traditional play. It's more of a monologue, or how is it set up?
What's kind of cool, one of my inspirations is Cirque du Soleil. I've always wanted to have an inspirational platform that involved performing arts and different elements. So we have an arts activist who's in the performance. We have a rock guitarist. We have a woman who is a corporate executive and a professional runway model. We have a woman on there talking about work-life balance, love is a verb, healthy relationships. And in between those, we'll have some inspirational monologues from me that are directly from the book. The cool part about the book is that I interviewed over 75 women to make sure the book was authentic. So ranging in age from 20 to 75, all occupations, backgrounds, and lifestyles, everything from raising families to chasing dreams, self-love to loving others, all of that's in the performance, all of that's in the book.
Now, outside of reality TV, why is it that you think that society doesn't value women of color, as much as it actually should?
Unfortunately, it's kind of tied into the fabric of America. I mean, if you look back in terms of African Americans specifically, both men and women, we've always had a negative persona on television. Now, there are people that are in the African American community that do live up to these monikers, but that is not the whole scope of who we are. Women, black, white, no matter what your background, have always had issues in terms of really being seen in a correct light in media. So to me, this is not only highlighting black women, but a revolution of seeing women clearly for who they are and respecting them for those things.
Okay, and when you say, two things here. When you say valuing, what does that look like to you? And also, you had a screening. What kind of feedback did you get from that?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we've actually done this show 3 times in the area and sold out every single time. Books sell out every time. Because I think what's unique is they've never heard this type of positive talk from a male's perspective. I actually Googled this online. One of the women who did the foreword is a superintendent of schools named Dr. Emma Frazier. And said, Brian, Google men who write books on women and see if anyone has ever done it before. The only person that came up was Steve Harvey, but his book is about relationships. My book is not about how to get a man. It's about self-love and self-healing. When I say value is that, like, look at my mom. My mom is an amazing woman, a mother, a wife, and an amazing educator. But if you look at reality TVs, to me, some of those attributes that she has aren't seen through and through. And it comes back down to self-love. Highlighting women, specifically black women, and all the attributes of when they're filled with self-love.
Okay, and quickly, the book, because you got a book to go with this.
Yes.
So just quickly tell us about that.
The book is amazing. It's, again, talks about self-love, self-healing. And the cool part, again, is that the black woman's voice is in the book. It's a powerful short read, but I'm telling everybody that's listening and tuning in right now, the performance next Tuesday is going to be amazing. It's in the area, it's in the county, supporting businesses in the county. I think we're almost sold out, so if you have not gotten your tickets yet, please make sure you do that.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to tell people exactly where they can get those tickets. You can log on to brianheath.com for more information about Brian, or check out Eventbrite for information on that play that we were talking about, okay?